you going? Why you didn't go right there? Oh, there's nobody even at that one. Oh, this self checkout. I'm tired, like I'm prego. What if I'm pregnant? Yeah, that's what I thought. It's not self checkout. It's right there. He just want to work here, I guess. I tried to tell him that. He just went on over anyway. I bet I didn't. Hold on. This is why I hate switching purses, y'all. Here, honey. Here's sugar. We don't. And with one of his ex clients because they did a chargeback after he completed the service. But what y'all been doing? I just hot chat with y'all for a minute and see how y'all Christmas was going. I want to come on here on Christmas Day, but something tragic happened in my hometown and I don't know. It was just sad. So I didn't come on and I went to school with her. Um so that I don't know, it was just really sad. Very tragic, very sad. So I didn't come on here to chat with y'all on Christmas Day. But I hope y'all had a good Christmas. I'm gonna put y'all on my new mount. Y'all see my new mount up here? Right here. I'm gonna sit y'all up there. So we could chat. So we could chat a little bit. Put y'all. I like this mount too, y'all. I know I'm switching my content up. And so this gonna come in handy. I'm gonna put this one in Jayla car. What you had got me? Put that one in there. Cause I don't think I need it. Hey Connie, how are you? Let me see. What my gloss at? I think Tanya had got us this at the favorite things party. Hey Peaches, how are you? Hope you're doing good. Yes, I am doing good. But yeah, y'all, I had put up a short about okay now it's gonna be doing that bouncing. I don't like that. I had put up a short about the situation that happened in my hometown, y'all. So this young lady that I went to school with, um, her nephew took her life on Christmas Day in front of her children and her husband. And I had made a short about it yesterday because even prior to this situation or whatever, I just keep seeing when kids do stuff, people are so quick to put the fingers. Okay, now this doing too much. Hold up. Hey, now, not too much, babe. It's something with this. Could you fix that for me? Like these little things right here. Like it. There we go. Cause I know. There we go. There we go. One of my Christmas gifts to myself, so don't be damn talking about it. Okay, there we go. Okay, now I got y'all. That should be better. I didn't have it secured, but I don't know because he's hitting bumps in the road, so it might still do that. Anywho, y'all might just be bouncing around. You might get a little dizzy, okay? But anywho, so back to what I was saying, y'all, it was so sad because even now, like talking about it just like this the thing that hurt me, right? Why I did the short that I made yesterday. And I got I didn't do a short, I did a video, but I broke it down into shorts also. But this the thing that hurt my heart the most. Um when I was reading like the articles, the news was down there, um, Channel 5, I mean Fox 5, Channel 2, all the news stations was down there, like the big news stations, right? And I was at my sister's house, which is a city over or whatever. So going back home, I had to like pass through my hometown to get back home. And so it was just heartbreaking to see so many people in the comments saying it's the parents' fault. Oh, it's how he was raised. Um, I don't know how that young man was raised or whatever, so I can't speak in particular on that situation because I don't know. I, I just don't. Do I know them? Yes, but do I know them well enough to speak about how that child was raised? No. And when it comes to people, kids, I just feel like that's a touchy subject. It's a subject that should be left alone, in my opinion, or whatever. But it breaks my heart to see people saying like pointing the finger at the parents all the time. Like I said, not speaking about that situation in particular, but other situations. When a kid go out here and do something, y'all be so quick to say, um, it's the parents' fault. It is not always the parents' fault. Hey Gubs girl, how you doing? And y'all know I always tell y'all, like, I have a lot of educators in my family, both sides, on my mom's side and my dad's side. And I remember having a similar conversation like with one of my aunts. And she was just saying, she made a comment something like, it starts at home. And a lot of times we're so quick to say that. And so I was telling my aunt, I was like, that's not always true or whatever. And I get it. I grew up as educators. My dad was a district principal before he retired last year. My mom's brother is a principal. My aunts, I got a plethora of aunts that are teachers and educators. So I see it from both ends. You know what I'm saying, I see it from a teacher's point of view, and when they dealing with these kids and stuff like that, because they're with your kids 8 hours throughout the day, Monday through Friday, right? Um, so I get it from a teacher's point of view of how they may feel like, oh, they didn't talk no better. Oh, it's how they was raised. Oh, it's the upbringing. I get that. I promise I do. Like I said, I see it from both ends. But in the same sense, a lot of times that's not the case. A lot of times these children, and I'ma speak for me raising three children, okay? A lot of times these children do know better. A lot of times these children are raised better. Their upbringing is good. A lot of them are being brought up, not all, I'm not saying all, but a lot of them, hey sis, hey April, a lot of them are being brought up in two-parent households. They still choose wrong. They still go out here and choose bad. And like I said, it's real, it's just a touchy subject for me, and it really break my heart or whatever when I be seeing people say that, because you can be the best parent. You can give your kids everything in the world. And I'm not talking about y'all just materialistic stuff. I'm saying like from pouring into them when it comes to their education, keeping them in sports and keeping them active. I have a son that I did all of that with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kept my son in sports ever since he was 3 years old. Anybody will tell you, and I got pictures and videos to prove it. Ever since he was three, I had him, and he played rec ball at they let you enroll them like around 4 to 5. But his god brother started teaching him around 3 years old. He had a ball in his hands or whatever. And so at the age of 4, he was in sports. enrolled in sports, and he had been enrolled in sports, y'all, all the way up until last year, and he just decided he didn't want to play no more or whatever. And let him tell it. He said he was tired and wore out, and I get that too because he had been playing from such a young age or whatever. But what I want to say is, you can give these kids everything in the world. You can pour into them. You can pour into their education. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't put my son in travel ball. He don't play every sport there is to play, all except I think baseball. He done did soccer. He done did basketball. He done did football. He been in every damn sport. I kept him active. But at the end of the day, these children are different. I don't give a damn what nobody say. They are different. They live. It's a different time, and they will still veer off. They will still go out here and do shit. And all you can do is pray for them. That's it, and that's all. So, like I said, I can't speak on how that puts how that child was raised. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know, and I won't speak on it. However, um, mental illness is real, or whatever. I'm gonna say that. And when I be seeing people saying, like, pointing the finger at the parents, it is not always the parents. It's not always the parents. It's not always the mother. It ain't always the father. It's not. Some of these kids just want to do what they want to do. And it don't matter what you do. It don't matter what you try to tell them or whatever. Like, I be talking to my kids all the time, and I talk to them. I don't sugarcoat with them. I don't put sugar on shit. Like, I talk to them like, get them the real. And sometimes they still go do shit. They still go do what they want to do because that's what kids are gonna do. Kids gonna be kids. So, um, like, it's just sad. It's unfortunate. And then I'm gonna share the clip on my shorts also, but I saw where the dad was saying that me and Cliff was eating breakfast or whatever, and I saw a updated video from Channel 2 or whatever, and her father was saying that she was leaving. They had came over to visit for Christmas, and they were leaving. They were backing out the yard, and the nephew just went and shot her. And the father said no argument had led up to it. Like, she was a good person, and I know she was a sweetheart. Like I said, I went to school with her. She was a sweetheart. Her husband was a cool dude. They good people or whatever. And he said that the nephew just went out there and shot her. And the kids was in the car, and they adopted 3 children, and they had one of their own or whatever. So them babies had to see their mom life being took. And another some of the comments that was getting on my nerves was, um oh, they should have took his life, an eye for an eye and stuff like that. When I tell y'all, like, when and people don't understand this, and this is something that I learned from my grandmother that I'm glad that she taught me, like, at an early age, and I didn't understand it until older. um y'all, this situation just sad. I guess it's like, it made me emotional because it's like it just hit so close to home or whatever, knowing that I went to school with them and stuff like that or whatever. And who people were saying an eye for an eye and stuff like that. Y'all do not understand how, whenever has control over your mind, how you would just be out here crashing out. If baby was in his right mind, and I'm saying from his teachers, I'm not talking about what the family's saying, because people are so quick to say, I saw that in the comments too, of people saying, oh, he was a good kid. Oh, they're gonna say he was such a good kid. Y'all, his teachers were in the comments vouching for him. His teachers were in the comments saying this was a good kid or whatever. So mental illness definitely was the situation with this or whatever. When there was no argument, no nothing, you just go out there and unalive your aunt in front of your little cousin. Babe, can you tell her I'm doing a video? Stop Sorry, y'all. Jayla just called me. This girl would call me a million times. I'm gonna have to get out and come back on. Or I guess I could stay on like this because last time y'all told me y'all could still hear me. Drop a one in the chat if you can still hear me. Anyways, back to what I was saying. That's why I'm glad that my grandmother taught me that at such a young age, and I didn't understand it until I got older. Because when somebody is under the influence of the devil, they gonna move as such. I'm gonna say that. Like, they're not gonna have godly ways, and you got to understand how to decipher and separate, like know the difference between that, because a lot of people don't. A lot of people are so quick to say it's the person, and that's what I see in this situation. A lot of people are pointing the finger at the parents. A lot of people are pointing the finger at this child when he is obviously battling something. You know what I'm saying? Like, he obviously has like some type of mental illness going on, and his mind is being controlled by the enemy. Like, that's it and that's all. But people be so quick to say, they was like, oh, they need to put him under the dirt. Oh, freaking scumbag, how could you take your life or whatever? You did that in front of her children and her husband. And I'm not defending his actions by any means, because that was so evil or whatever. But I also do not feel like that was like he was in his right mind doing that. I'm gonna say that. Hey, blessings, good morning. Oh, it's not. Oh, it is still. Look, good morning. But yeah, I don't know. It's just sad. It's just like it's really sad, and that's why I haven't came on to like speak on it or talk about it or whatever, because it's just like hurtful, and the fact that her parents have lost not only one of their children but two, because y'all know, I know with my mama or whatever, like, she look at my kids like they her kids. So grandparents, they view their grandchildren like their children. So the fact that they lost their daughter and they got to bury their daughter, and then they also lost their grandson, like, it's just sad. It's so sad. Hey, Eric, happy holidays. Yeah, April, that was crazy, sis. But yeah, y'all can look the story up. It happened on Christmas night or Christmas evening. They say like around 6 or 7 p.m. My sister was dropping my niece off with her dad, and when she walked back in the house, she was asking me. She was like, "Girl, something happened in Monroe," and I was like, "What?" And I was like, "On Christmas," and she was like, "Yeah, we don't know what it is, what happened." She was on the phone with one of her cousins, but she was like, "We don't know what happened. We're trying to see what's going on, but it's a whole lot of police on this one street. That everybody is familiar with that street." Or whatever. She was like, it's a lot of police over there. And that's what it was. So y'all can look the story up. Um in Monroe, Georgia on Christmas Day. And she was a school teacher. She had taught at different schools, from elementary schools all the way up to high school. I read in the newspaper that the last article on Channel 2 that she was teaching at Salem High School is what it said. But I just hate that. And like I said, I went to school with her. She was always a sweetheart, and definitely that person, that like a positive person, like the community loved her. Um I don't know, it's just sad. I was telling my sister, like, she would always be, on my posts and stuff, like rooting for me and clapping for me and telling me she was proud of me and stuff like that. So it's sad to see that happen to somebody, and all her friends and family and teachers and stuff that she worked with. Like, everybody just had good things to say about her and how good of a person she was. Y'all, I done made it home. Jayla messed up my video. As always. I'm gonna have to start putting my phone on do not disturb. Cause why she called a million times when I'm telling her that I'm like up the street and on my way home. I don't know. I really don't. But yeah, that was so sad, blessing. It just break my heart. That's why I said y'all know I'm a crybaby, so that's why I have not came on here to talk about it. That's why I didn't go live and talk about it like on Christmas Day because it's disheartening. It really is. Um, and especially like I said, the fact that it was her own nephew, and they even said on the channel too the like I said, the last video that I saw today, I'm gonna share it so y'all can see it. But they even were saying that she helped raise him because prior to her adopting children, from what I know from us being friends on Facebook, it was hard for her to conceive children or whatever prior to her having her own daughter. And the little baby is maybe like one or two. I want to say maybe one. I want to say one. Um, but she just had her. She was just able to have her own, her own biological child, and she had adopted three children. So that junk is sad. It just break my heart. I hate the unexpected. I'm a crybaby too, girl. Yes, and I'm like, dang, like I don't know. That's why I don't know. I'm just like lost at a loss for words because another thing too, mental illness is so real. And I feel like blessings in our community, people are so quick to sweep it under the rug. Um, they're so quick to say, oh, they just want attention and stuff like that. Um, when that's not always the case. It's not always somebody looking for attention or somebody wanting attention. Sometimes people actually do not bring enough awareness to it or whatever. Um, I don't know. It's just crazy. It really is. So, but yeah, um, like I said, I'm gonna share the clip so y'all can see it. I'm gonna share it as a short, or whatever, and then that's why I had put those videos up. And like I said, speaking on, I wasn't speaking on that situation in particular because I don't know how he was raised, to speak on it. But I'm saying in general from the comments that I was seeing of, oh, it's the parents' faults. Oh, it's how he was raised. Oh, it's the upbringing of the child. That ain't always true. Like we need to start running with that false narrative because that's what it is. People act as if kids don't struggle. We think it's everything from demons to disobedient, but never mental illness. Exactly. Yep. And that's why I always say too, April, it's some of everything. You get what I'm saying? Like it's not like you said, it's not always the disobedient or whatever. Um, I feel like it have, it just have a part. It has something to do with different stuff or whatever that kind of contributes to, the young people say crashing out and stuff like that, or to them, as some of us would probably call it, is like sending you over the edge or whatever, or you reaching that breaking point. It's just sad. We have to stop looking over yellow flags. Yep, that's true. That is so true. You could raise your children up the right way and they go a whole different direction. Yep, that's so true, blessings. Like kids are gonna do what kids want to do. That's just that. And most of the time, it's not just a single parent household. Exactly. Yep. And that was another thing they were saying too. In the comments, blessing, I saw people saying that, and that's just so mean. You know. That's why I say it breaks my heart for that child because he was battling with, mental illness or whatever. And if you look at his mug shot compared to if you look at his mug shot compared to his picture where he graduated from high school, it looks like a completely different person. Like it looked like a totally different person. So DNA is a mother. Yep, that's true. Talk to your kids. I stay busting in my son's room. You quiet. So what's up? Yeah, that's how I do my kids too, Peaches. I be texting them and stuff like even if I don't hear from them and stuff like that, girl. You know, if they don't, when I say don't hear from them, if they don't text me throughout the day and stuff like that, I text them. I be like, you okay? And stuff like that. You know, just checking on their mental and stuff. I just feel like they growing up in different times too, and they got so much at their fingertips, like social media and stuff like that. I don't know if y'all saw the viral story of yes, April, he was 21. He was 21, but the thing is this, and I don't know how true this is, y'all. So like I said, I'm just saying, I'm just saying what was told to me or whatever. Cause I don't want nobody saying what I said or this or that. But what was told to me, y'all know I always tell y'all my hometown is a small city. Like everybody know each other, everybody related. Like it's one of them type of towns. And what was told to me was that he got a hold to some bad marijuana. I don't know or whatever. Again, like I said, y'all hearing me say I don't know. That's just what I was told or whatever. So they were saying that that's kind of where he took a turn for the worse, you know, or started acting different. But yeah, his graduation picture, girl, handsome, cute little boy. You know what I'm saying? Like he looked happy, looked full of life or whatever. And so I don't know if that situation happened, you know, with the marijuana, like after he got out of school or whatever. But yeah, he definitely was grown. But I went to school with his mom and his sister. So you know, I don't know what that's been like for him after that happened or whatever. Hey, Shannon. Yep, but I don't know. It's crazy, girl. It's so crazy. It's just so sad. I just hate that. You know, so um the city is just hurting, you know, because like I said, when you lose somebody that everybody spoke well on, that was just a good person, like everybody just had really good things to say about her, and including me. You know, I didn't have like a relationship with her or anything like that, like a personal relationship with her, but we were Facebook friends, and like I said, she always congratulated me, always commented positive stuff on my post, and was rooting for me, clapping for me. And again, we went to school together, and like I said, I know her family very well. So, um, she definitely was a sweet girl. I just hate that. Hey, Kim. OMG, that new Mary Jane is a different type of Mary Jane, super lace. Yeah, and that's what they keep saying, blessings, that it have like so many artificial stuff in it or whatever. That's why I only buy from the dispensary. Yeah, yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, where are you going? I ain't taking you tomorrow now. Like you are worrisome. You said later. This girl, this girl getting come and get y'all cyber niece. Why you don't come and get her? Don't get me started on you. And I'm just saying, come and get her. She ain't only my child. She yours too. Come pick her up. The same way you saying why I can't bring her and make an hour and a half drive. She right here. Come get her. She right here. She ready. Shoot, child, please. Ain't that right, y'all? They on my side, not yours. Tell her give you a couple of minutes, April. Ah, yes, and all the different names they got for it now. Yeah, Kim, I'm scared of it. I be talking to my kids all the time about that stuff. They don't listen, honey, but I still talk to them about it. Yep, it's so sad. I just hate that for them. Like I said, the grandparents. Which one? The grandparents. Like the fact that they didn't only lose their daughter, they lost a grandson too, or whatever. And when situations like that happen, um, now like cause I don't know. Y'all just have to if y'all see the comments and stuff, which y'all already know how people are on social media. They just mean and cruel or whatever. And the I don't know it be the comments for me or whatever. Like people saying about they need to disown him and stuff like that. You can't people kill me speaking on shit and you're not in that person's shoes or whatever. Like it be that for me. Like having something to say about something and it's not you or whatever. So I don't know. Cause again, y'all know dang well them people ain't finna disown their grandchild. Like they still gonna love their grandchild. The young man obviously had some issues going on that went unnoticed. Yeah, and Kim, I've been seeing a lot of his family members like speaking out and saying that they were trying to get him help or they had tried and stuff like that. They were saying that the mom had said something about she was because I was friends with the aunt that was unalive, not her. But and I mean Facebook friends, not friends like personal. But she was saying something about she was taking them to therapy and stuff like that or whatever. So that's why I said when I say it's not always the parents' fault, I'm not speaking directly on that situation because I don't know how he was raised. I'm just saying in general, people always be pointing the fingers at um they always be pointing fingers at the parents and that ain't always the case. Yep, that's why I don't speak on a lot of my life. Folks act as though they don't go through stuff themselves. We all got something to deal with, good and bad. Yep, you right, blessings. You are absolutely right. I definitely agree with you about that because when my sister first told me the situation that, when my sister was first telling me about it, like I said, I was Facebook friends with the aunt or whatever, the one who life he took, not the mom, because a situation that took place with me earlier this year, one of my cousins sent me a screenshot of the mom putting up a post saying, ain't no way I'm gonna watch my man be jumped and I stand there or something like that. And everything in me, y'all, wanted to write a post and say, ain't no way I'm gonna be on here because what was told to me, like I said, I ain't friends with her, but what was told to me was that she was, like just raging out, or whatever, saying y'all bees don't call me and mind y'all MF business and stuff like that. And I told my sister it took everything me. It's a time and a place for everything, but that's why I don't speak on other people's situations, because she wrote that post about me, but I could have easily wrote a post saying I'm gonna be on here arguing with people and my son just did such and such, such and such. And I told my sister, like, girl, like, if it went for the sister, me liking the sister and out of respect for her, um, I definitely would have been petty with you. You know what I'm saying? Because like you just said, blessings, stop speaking on people, because you don't never know when it'll be a situation and you could be the one that's being spoke on. So I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna leave that alone. I ain't even gonna, I'm gonna leave that be out of respect for the auntie. I'm just gonna say that because I really like her. She, like I said, she was a sweet girl and she was, you know, she was cool with me or whatever. But quit running y'all mouth about stuff that has nothing to do with you. And now you online mad because people in your family business. She put up a post saying that too. I know y'all ain't in my family business, people. Like, how that work? You in somebody business, but you don't want your business. Like, it make it make sense. Yeah, I told my sister, I said, baby, let me just go home. You know that say, y'all know that saying where they say if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it out. I said, look, I'm just gonna keep that to myself. I ain't even gonna, cause I really wanted to go there. I really did. Cause I can't stand when people do that. Like, what make you feel that you're exempt? The same way when that situation happened at the courthouse and everybody wanted to talk about it and laugh about it and this and that. This is not a laughing matter. You know what I'm saying? But it's a public situation where it's in the public eye, so people are speaking on it. What make you feel that you're exempt, that people ain't gonna talk about the shit? What make you think that? When that situation took place courthouse, I never felt like I was exempt and that people shouldn't talk about it. My take on it was, don't be in my fucking face. Don't be in my face and you got something to say. A lot of the people that had something to say, like from my hometown, they be in my face. That was my issue, because I don't rock like that. If you got something to say, you want to be kiki ha ha and shit, stay out my face. Point blank period. April said, I'm ignorant and do not practice that. Girl, April, look, sis, you know your sister, honey. I told my sister, I said, oh, not miss. I know y'all ain't in my business and you would be in people business. Girl, so petty to the point I was gonna word it the same fucking way. It was gonna be worded the same exact way, the same way you wrote that status and somebody screenshot it and sent it to me. I was gonna word it the same exact way. Out of respect for the sister, I said, I'm say, so I can respond. No, I'm trying to see why they talking on here talking about some girl, my ass. We don't know our future at all. Point period. Point blank. We can be doing, we can be doing great and stuff happen out of the ordinary. Exactly. That's why I stay humble as much. Let me see. You said as look blessings. I cannot say that. Behind can. Hey Tanya, hey sister girl. Sis, we love to be petty content. Yeah, and I would definitely was gonna be April. The only reason I didn't, like I said, out of respect for the sister. That was the only reason. I was just like, I ain't even gonna. I was like, I'm gonna have to pray about this one, cause honey, it just remind me of that. Who say that? Which one of them rappers say that it's cool when they do it, problem when I do it? Fuck them. That that's exactly how I felt with that situation. Like, oh, but it was okay when you was in my business. That didn't have shit to do with you. Nothing at all. That was okay. But now you talking about people in your family business. This all over the news. It's everybody business. Everybody. Whoever want to talk about it, they fucking can. It's everybody business. It's on the news. It's in the public eye. It's all over social media. Anybody in their family can talk about this shit if they want to. Yeah, mad because people going live and stuff like that. You ain't exempt. You're not. I don't know who the fuck told you that you were, but you're not. You ain't exempt. Yeah. April said use nationwide, baby, and is. And that's why what I spoke on, like I said, I can't talk about that child's upbringing because I don't know. And I'm not one of them type of people. Like I'm not one of those type of people where um I'm not one of them type of people like if you do something to me, like I'm just finna start telling lies on you and dragging you. Y'all know people, it's people out here that do shit like that. They get mad with you and then lying on your name and making you look bad and stuff like that. I don't do it or whatever. So I'm not finna come out here and say, oh, he was brought up wrong just because I don't care for the mama. You know what I'm saying? For that post that she wrote or whatever. I'm not finna do that. So I can't speak on child's upbringing and I wouldn't. But I spoke on the situation from the people that y'all know how them teenagers they don't wanna sit y'all know how them teenagers they don't wanna sit still. That's how she is. Like I told Cliff like she got ants in her pants. I ain't got time for that. On break I wanna chill. I want to chill and relax. I'm always on the go.